Hello, chat. Caitlin, I love that. I'm glad the doggos are so appreciated. Welcome in. Welcome in. I saw Ian and KJ. KJ, thank you for all the bits. What the heck? And Naggin. GG's on your first and your second, everybody. Okay. On this 12th day of Bebsmas. We're doing someone ice skating in a Christmas sweater? Oh, a holiday sweater. I thought long and hard about what animal I could put. But then it occurred to me, we haven't had very much curse stuff. Most of these ended up pretty cute. No matter how hard Ian tried to get me to stumble. So I think I think it's time for the return of a stream classic. High pitched, but he says it every time we ask him what a doggy says. I'm picturing in my head like a puppy's bark. See, Caitlin, this is why I apologized. I think we have to find some amount of cursed. I have a cool idea for it though. So maybe it'll at least be interesting cursed. Request. I almost mentioned that I thought about just defaulting to otter. I thought about it. It passed my mind. It crossed my mind. Tried to give you creative freedom and look what it gets me. What if this births a like whole new stream classic? It's okay. We can always just blame all of this on perfect anyway. Okay, I'm gonna try this little trick I saw online. Like how to get like good, like how to draw a body and make it end up being the pose you want. So this dude talking about how people start with like the core of the body. And a lot of times they really need to like place their hands where they want them to be first. So we're gonna see how that goes. I want this guy. Doing a pose. I don't know what this is called, but like one leg up, arms extended. Fun fact, the 12 days of Christmas are actually the 12 days after Christmas, between Christmas and Epiphany, so guess you got to do this all over. I would hate to delete a Peach message. 12 more days. I think I would like dissolve. So it's the day, it starts the 26th, or it starts the 25th. Also, welcome in. How you doing? Giving my chat ideas. Okay, so we've got his arms connected here. 25th through the 5th. So that would be no days off. See what you want. See what chat's asking for. Okay, I don't like where this leg is. I'm already not liking this guy's idea. One leg up, arm extended sounds like a vibe. Well, hello, Merry Christmas. Welcome in. Okay, but now that leg's like crazy long. Welcome in, Vaughn. The Heathen Squad has arrived. Starts right now until next year's Christmas, so we are starting our co-stream event now, Megan. 365 days of co-stream. Heathen Squad is crazy. Is it wrong, though? Is it inaccurate? She literally was like, "Woo, it's 10 a.m. Bev is going to be on soon." Would it be a shame to delete her message? Listen. I only love deleting, like, Ian's messages. Sometimes Rexy's. Sometimes I just gotta prove a point to all the other people. Do you think I could co-stream on this internet? It would be an adventure. Sounds like my workout this morning. I need to set a goal to work out next year. Okay, so let's give him some legs. Legs of some sort. Not with that attitude, exactly. Naggin, you survived someone calling the landline. Who knows what else might be possible? Beb and Naggin co-streaming. I forgot to mention it's Beb, Naggin, and Vaughn. Naggin said, "I won't do it unless Vaughn is." No. How the turns table. Immediately. It's Beberexy and Vaughn. Lies. You're right. You're right, Vaughn. That is a lie. Nagin's trying to pretend there's no involvement. Also, how's everyone's... Is today actually Christmas Eve? That doesn't feel real. How's everyone's Christmas Eve? Happy Bebsmas Eve. Happy Bebsmas Eve, Corn. Okay, and we obviously gotta put a gigantic hat on this guy. He's gonna be cursed, but he's gonna be festive. Festively cursed. The new Tim Allen Christmas movie. Gonna be in the bed all day? I wish. I still have to wrap all of my presents. And we're doing some kind of get-together later. And I feel like there's bound to be something I'm forgetting somewhere in all of this. Came home at lunch yesterday and cleaned the house. Higgy gets off at noon today, and we're going to the grocery store that never has people there to get what we need. I hope it doesn't have people there today. That's very brave. It's snowing? Nice. It's like almost 60 degrees here. I don't know what's going on with our weather. Enjoy the snow. That sounds delightful. Oh, it is 60. It's 62. Other than that, just trying to get some crocheting in while keeping a toddler alive. Are you still working on blanket? My mom invited herself and my dad, so I'll be hosting tomorrow. Oh, Vaughn's first Christmas. But also, that sounds very stressful. Get you some wine and some rest. So we gotta start working on his little sweater. Sounds like fun. It sounds thrilling. Yes to blanket. Nice. How's it going, Ian? Come in. This is why we did Christmas early and at a restaurant. That's smart. Making stuffed shells tomorrow. Gonna vibe and build model kits. That's how you gotta do it. Just find some way to relax on the day. I just want to sleep, but I guess that was too much to ask for. Why don't you just still sleep anyway? If they're coming over, they can handle things. Fighting themselves over in this economy is wild. Ian, how would you react? How would you react during your Christmas boycott? If family was just like, hey. Wouldn't answer the door. Okay. All the lights off. Also, why my bio mom doesn't have our address. Can't invite themselves over if they don't know where you live. Yvonne, you gotta write all this down. I was gifted 2 bottles of wine. Look at you. Look at you, ringing in the holidays. 2 bottles. I don't open my door for anything but food delivery, so if someone be showing up, the best to have food. So when you get stuff delivered, do they have to like place it in your hands? They don't do the thing where they set it by the door and take a picture. I've never ordered food from somewhere. We can bribe the kiddies, don't worry. A wee bit of holiday bribery. We have an 18-month-old. We hosted Christmas last year and said we're hosting again. Invited all grandparents and my brother. So it's easier on you because of like travel with a kiddo. Even then I just do no contact. That's what I was thinking. I put that all the time and sometimes they don't do that. Okay. I understand. My parents and brother decided to go to my aunt's house this year. My aunt's house instead of spending it with us. But then my mom invited themselves to our house on the 27th. Were you able to like veto that? Because 2 events sounds icky. That's gross. I'll probably pour some in everyone's cup so we can all sleep. In Minecraft. One's talking about Minecraft. Mr. Bezos. There's no vetoing my mom. I hate that. Wait, no, it would be Roblox for Vaughn. I'm sorry. Make a lot of wine, mulled wine, so even the air is boozy. Vaughn is signing up. How do I make air boozy? However, my sister-in-law may not be available, so we'll see. So Uber Eats is what does that for a nagging. That's wild. That's what I use too. And when you do the contact list, they're supposed to do all these steps that enforce it. Excuse? What'd I do? No one is just inviting themselves to my house. Same. Mold vodka might make for better air booze. I have a P.O. box for the people that would invite themselves to my house, so they don't know what house I actually live in. I hate that people have to like take those steps. I get it though. I get it. For real, I've let family stand at the door for 30 minutes because who said you were coming over and being let in? Party on the front porch. Just do what I do and put sleeping baby and loud dog. I would hope they would listen to that at least. No trespassing family. Other trespassers, potentially. Depends on what you're offering. IDK, if Uber Eats has a user review like the Uber Rides does, but I've been giving deliverers ratings now, and maybe that's helping. I don't know how any of that works, honestly. If you let us stand outside for more than 10 minutes, we will carol badly until you let us in and tell the neighbors you made us. You know, just invest in like noise canceling headphones. I'd rather the Mormons be at my door than family. Interesting. This makes me feel quite lucky for the family I have. Why is Vaughn getting rum? What did I miss? Don't worry about it, Bib. Mind your business. I don't know why that's Vaughn's voice. Okay, I don't want to just copy this shoe, but I do want to make sure they're the same size. Oops, let's put this here real quick. Size. And then maybe like here. Okay. or at least roughly the same size. I don't know why either. If you're on board, don't ask too many questions. Do, do, do. Okay, so the front blade thingy, the front of the blade thingy, it comes basically to the front of the shoe. Back is a little bit behind it. Maybe something like this. Yeah, I think that's close enough. But yeah, it's pretty wild to me that they're just like, oh, we're not coming to the one you're hosting, but host a second one for us. That's the audacity. Did they give you like a reason? Like, do you know why they wouldn't just show up to the hosting one? I'd be blocking numbers. Blocking numbers, locking doors, turning the air to vodka, forgetting about all of this. Okay, this is not a good spot. It was too angular. So let's do something like this. Also, his legs are very different. These are two very different legs. Why do you keep making me sound like an Italian mobster? Why do you sound like an Italian mobster? They're going to my aunt's because that's what they always do. We changed our plans when Liam was born, and I don't expect people to change their plans for us. Although I personally cannot fathom not choosing to spend Christmas with your only grandchild. Yeah. Skipping the grandchild Christmas and then on top of that being like, hey, do this additional thing. I could never. Take those glasses off, I'm trying to see something. What's up? Gordon, this is specifically for when I lecture one of the mods, but I always forget to do it. Well, and I can't take the glasses off without taking the beard off. And I also don't have legs when I zoom in like this. That's why your legs are uneven. Why are we bringing my weird legs into things? Oh. Okay, how different are these legs? Pretty seriously different. Okay. I see what I need to do. So I think I'm just gonna like take a chunk out of here. This is amazing. Which part? Thank you for the clip, Caitlin. It's the return of the lick. I'm gonna try to give it like icicles on the tongue and stuff. Got plans. We're gonna holidayify it. Oh, that is a crazy long hand. Like that. Okay, I think we still have plenty of time. But I am going to copy paste this hand. Because getting hands to look the same, it's not worth the effort right now. So the video ends with an awkward silence. All silences are awkward around me. I don't know why I am going over this layer. With peaceful daycare nap music. Booked my train to MocoCon. What's the plan? Like, are you train riding from Florida to there? Are you flying somewhere and then taking a train? Depart Wednesday at noon, arrive Thursday at 10, straight from Orlando to Philly. I was about to ask how long that would take. That'll be fun. Are you... Is it like a straight shot, or are you stopping places? I assume you would be stopping places. Planning for MocoCon already? We, meaning Ian. It's okay, Vaughn. You'll get 800 reminders. Ticket prices are wild. Normal seats are $236 round trip, and a roomette is $1,200. I mean, the dates are practically set already. Yeah, they were talking about, like, the sweet stuff the other day. So I do imagine things are at least close to set. 2/3 of the way to a game redeem. Do you have ideas? Do you have a plan? I've got a loose plan, okay. Do I need to panic? You don't have to spoil anything. No panic, okay. I feel like I can actually trust that from you. If we redeem the game, am I correct to assume we buy it for you? Okay. It depends. Like, if it's like a $20 game or something, I'll buy it. But if anyone wants me to play like a full $60 release game, it would be nice to not have to buy it. That and like the Mac thing. Those are the only two little asterisks. Dev normally just DMs me in all caps. That sounds like her. DMs you in all caps and then you just like frantically scramble. Always panic, see? That's what I expect from most people here. I wouldn't have you play something that I wouldn't enjoy playing. Also would buy any game I'm having you play. See, it feels weird, like, asking people to buy something, but like, if someone's like, hey, I need you to play the new Call of Duty. It's like $60 right now. And I know I'm gonna play it for one stream. Stuff like that. Leg up, I think, needs to be a little thicker. You know, thick thighs save lives. This is a like regular lifesaver we're looking at. I can redeem 2 games right now. Again, that frightens me. But also I feel like I'm safe because it's you. There's some people I torture with a game. You're not on that short list. It's the proudest moment of my day. That's why I'm here. I'm fighting the urge to make a short joke. 1K from a game, but I want to get to 1 mil. Okay. And then you have plenty of time to plan. Even $20 is high. If it's more than $5, someone else is buying. I feel like I can agree with that. I do tend to not buy games until they're crazy discounted. But like if it's something I would stream more than once, I haven't had a problem with it. And I can redeem 10 games at once. Are there 10 House of Detentions? Wildflowers with a Y. You feel so safe with this face? Okay, let me bring it back. It looks like it's only Windows on Steam for Wildflowers. I buy too many games. I used to. But then I realized that like every time I went to play a game, I would end up spending all of my game time looking for something. So I just made myself a rule that I need to like pick something in the first 5 minutes every time I play. And it's helped me like go through and actually get to some of my purchases. I hate having to delete a mod. If I'm going to just stop streaming right before Ian gets to 1 million. If I could time that. Can't play House of Detention unless you do an After Dark stream. I don't think I will. Vaughn, when's your next 24-hour stream? Or your next, like, any hour stream? You can get the dual processor? No. Started really tracking stuff, and I think I've completed about 75% of the games I own in some way, shape, or form. I've completed like maybe 5. I feel like 5 might be like a high guess. I'm very bad about like, as soon as I get mildly bored with a game, I'm done with it. Bruh. Which part? The processor thing? $74.77. But I also keep buying games. I've bought like 2 or 3 games this year, I think. Other than stuff for stream. I don't think I completed any of them. I've only ever completed 1 game, but most of the games I play don't have a complete option, really. Yeah, Roblox, I guess. There's no real way to. And Counter-Strike. How do you feel about Sudoku? Most of the time, it's like I really enjoy this, but I will randomly get into little loops where that is all I do with my spare time for a couple of weeks at a time. So I'd say I'm a pretty big fan. I'm not like great at it, but I do like it. I like it a lot. I haven't even opened the majority of the games I own. Yeah. A lot of them were gifts or free through Game Pass. There's this really silly Sudoku RPG that I played non-stop last Thanksgiving. I feel like I might have heard of those. KJ, do you know what Picross is? It always reminds me a bit of Sudoku, but it's like... Can you drop a link? Yeah, definitely. But it's like the box puzzles where you fill it in and it creates an image. I played a Picross RPG a lot. Oh, this does look fun. I used to love Picross. That might be like my actual favorite genre. I don't know if that even counts as a genre. But like any time I see any Picross game, I'm immediately drawn to it. Pokemon Picross. Okay, so on the Switch they have that like they have the thing where you can emulate their old systems on it. And on one of the systems there's a Mario Picross. It might be the worst game I've ever played. It was atrocious. I was thinking New Year's Eve, but I have to work that day and my room is a mess still. So maybe spring, April 1st. Vaughn, you can't set up an April Fool's prank like literally the year before. What are you doing? I'm slightly obsessed with Picross, okay? Picross-like games. Ian, this is the most I've ever related to you. Absolutely can. How dare you? How dare you, ma'am? I need to make a command. I need to make a Vaughn command and just drop like a link to your channel and the no clip. No, you don't? I think I do. Pretty sure I do. Okay. Sorry, Ian. You can boycott the eggnog too. Got me to follow Vaughn. I'm expecting a stream. Thank you, KJ. What is Automod doing? I wish it would at least explain to me why it thinks that needs to be caught. $17 in nickels, yeah. That's Ian's favorite, so you can rub that in Ian's face. It highlights the word that it catches. It didn't highlight anything though. It's been doing that for a lot of messages for me the past couple of days. It just chucks them in there without it doesn't give the like reason anymore, and it doesn't highlight anything. It just held for other, yeah. Held for other, and sometimes it just says smart depiction, which I'm guessing might mean it's some kind of like bot catcher or whatever. I don't know, because it is only doing it for stream elements. Who knows? It's just giving us some holiday excitement. Okay, and then he's gonna have like a lump of coal on his Krimish sweater. Thinks it's spam, yeah. Something like that, probably. Okay, I think this needs to be a little bit higher up. Maybe not. I think it's fine. Okay, I think this is a good sketch. He's licking coal. It really is. Man's really living his best life. Is this a knit sweater? And if so, are you drawing each knit stitch individually? No, this is a very cheap sweater. This is one of those like direct fabric print on ones. We know out of the two of us, Ian, you're the one that's in the business of drawing every little detail. You can miss me with all of that. Okay, I don't want that locked. Why did I? Okay, what's on that layer? That's a new layer. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. Okay, Mr. Drew over here on a reindeer. Ian, I have not yet. You know what's going to happen with this is like next Christmas, I'm going to be reminded that I didn't finish this one, and we're just going to every year add like a quarter of the fur. Maybe it's activated and he's cleaning his tongue. This is like the new Oral-B mascot. all along this was a subliminal message about oral hygiene. One hair a year. One hair an ear. And Beb's ear hair grew 3 times this year. 3 sizes. Whoops. Charcoal whitening. Chat, what's going on today? I feel like this is a unique energy. Are we all like Christmas giddy? Okay. It's the last day of Bebsmas. The streamer sets the tone. Don't even with me, woman. That is about the opposite. Well, and how would you respond? Can't even get out this sentence. Can't even get out this question. I just want to close my work laptop. Do you have much work laptop? Do you have much to do? I'm guessing probably not on Christmas Eve, but I don't know. I don't know how things go. I just finished the last bit of work. Nice. I hope that means you can just chill the rest of the day. I have Teams open, and that is quite literally it. There's 0 work to be done. I'm out here planning next year's trips. How many train rides are you taking? How can you even work on that internet? That's a good question. Okay. And we need one more layer for like the background. I mean, my work was just troubleshooting a couple of things about PowerShell and documenting it. So Googling and documents, that sounds thrilling. So 1 round trip from OcoCon. I don't got time to be on trains 8 times a year. But you're so excited about that one. We're all finding these work from home jobs. I feel like work from home should be a standard at this point. I understand why it isn't, but I feel like it should be. Finished my work for the week basically yesterday. So I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel to make myself busy. I would rather like actually be busy than have to do the whole dance around looking for things to appear busy. I don't know if that's just me. I'll never work from an office that isn't in my house again. I was so much more productive from home, always. Every work from home job I applied for basically said I was overqualified and can't afford me. Look at you. That's garbage. Weird to me that they would not like try to make an offer at least or something. Look at me broke. I feel that. That's real. Like, can we just pretend I'm not overqualified? Exactly. Just like make an offer. I don't have to pretend I'm busy as long as my team's icon is green. Wouldn't mind working in an office as long as I don't have to dress up and pay for parking. Paying for parking at your job is nuts to me. Okay, so I want to give it like, I want it to look like he's been skating around. So he's leaving the little trails. And debris. Other ones I'm not qualified enough because I don't have a bachelor's even though I have the experience. And that's weird to me because a lot of places, from what I've heard, a lot of places, in the end, it doesn't even matter, like, the specific bachelor's you have in a lot of cases. And, like, that's what happened with my last job. I didn't have the right bachelor's, but because I had the bachelor's, it helped me. You won't catch me commuting 900 miles. Cause you know I drive 900 miles. I've only ever had one job that was actual commuting. I've always been 5 to 10 minutes away. See, that doesn't sound as bad. All of my commuting has been like 30 plus minutes at the minimum. Just started a new job as an office manager at a dentist's office, but I also treatment plan and verify insurance. Okay, so my plan was to redraw the whole lick, but I think it makes just as much sense to just modify it. Also, usually always have multiple ways of getting home. So even if the interstate is backed up, it's fine to go home another way. Yeah, I used to take like 5 or 6 different ways to and from all of my jobs. Okay, chat, I got a potty. Bev has to pee. Ian is not in charge. Just remember, Ian is never in charge of anything. Watch my dogs. Don't steal them. I'll be back. Okay, we back. Vaughn, I'm proud of you. Friendly reminder. Back in school. Welcome back. I'm still in Pennsylvania for now. Instead of Georgia, I'm thinking of going to Virginia at some point because I want to work in pathology. One's gonna start a podcast. I don't know if she's revealed this yet. Just setting Vaughn up for all the things today. Okay. Make a new layer. Actually, I don't really need to make a new layer, but I want to make sure I have this color somewhere. So I can match. Back on here. Is this the right? Yeah. Definitely doing a crime series podcast. As long as you like block out episode 28 for Beb to make a guest appearance. Okay, so what we're gonna do today, I'm gonna turn the drool into some form of like icicle. Right. Just for you, thank you. That's all I ask. I'm not trying to like claim a co-host spot or anything. I'm not opposed. I'm not claiming it before the show starts. Whoops. Couldn't the jewel itself just be made to look frozen? Vaughn, why are you coming to me with logic after I've already started the thing? Excuse me, where were you like 2 minutes ago? Blame the delay. It's fair. The delay do be getting people. I don't know. I could have. You're right. You're not wrong. Post Bebsmas, are we back on the usual Monday, Tuesday, Thursday? That's a good question. I meant to mention this already, actually. So next week is just going to be Monday, Tuesday. I'm going to also take New Year's Day off. But after that, yes. So Monday, Tuesday at 4 next week. And then we're back on regular rotation. What if I had not timed that right and I deleted KJ again? I don't want to do this. Ian, get your Millie. Ian's here. Ian is literally here every stream. Ian might be first to Millie. I wouldn't be surprised. Ian is in my chat before I am most of the time. I appreciate it. I don't mean to call you out for this, Ian, but Ian is like super dedicated lurker. It's all good. I understand sometimes being a casualty for the pocket things people say. Okay. As long as we're clear, it's not intentional. It's accidental friendly fire. It does only ever happen with Vaughn's, like when Vaughn is here, so I feel like it's clear at least. I didn't say anything out of pocket. Okay. Episode 28 is an analysis of why Vaughn got deleted. Gaslighting is real. It's a little warm this winter. Vaughn, how is the weather there? I know you had to shovel or whatever. Is it still icky? Because it is actually warm here. I'm not sure how I feel about it. There's snow yesterday, but it didn't last long. Then it's supposed to snow Friday. I haven't been keeping like very good track of our weather, but I feel like there's 0 shot of snow for us this year. I mean, like most years, but this year in particular feels like it's going to be a warm one. It's like 70 out. It's like 63 here. Oh, it's 65 now. I've also fallen because of the snow twice last week. You need your boots. You need your snow boots. I tried to tell you. Freezing. Yeah, Ian is an icicle right now in 70 degrees. I'm currently drawing Ian. Do, do, do. 44. Need a life alert. Just need to stop getting old. Vaughn, you're young and beautiful. Most mornings it's been under 20 degrees. Hold on, Ian. I might be on your side of a rage thing right now. Tell me how my coworker is trying to ensure we do not get to leave half a day early right now. Yes, why? Is your coworker okay? I got your bail. She's making up all this work like, go away, please, nobody asked. Yeah, is it like legitimate stuff at all? Like, is it stuff that would even actually need to be done, just different time? Or is she just like busybody? No, okay. Thank you for the bits. Thank you. Thank you. Take this sword. All stuff not due until next week, but she thinks we should get it done today. That's very, you forgot to check our homework. She can. It's true. She can go ahead and get a head start on it for everyone. I can understand trying to get stuff done today so that you can coast next week, since today is an actual work day. It's a good point, too. Just want to say, OMG, thank you for volunteering to work this afternoon. Get it all done while we take off. Thank you for volunteering, and I'm sorry, I just sneezed up something purple. Yesterday was an actual work day. Today is Christmas Eve. Today is not an actual work day. We specifically got everything due today done yesterday so that today would basically not exist and we could close early. You're bear moving with each cough. Yeah. It's immersive. I want to make sure everyone feels what I feel. Like for me, we have to work Monday to Wednesday this week. Next week is just Monday, Tuesday for us. So I'm trying to coast next week. I think that's a reasonable approach. I feel like Ian disagrees. I don't know what Ian's work week is like next week, though. I think Caitlin's thing, I'm going to tell her. I like Caitlin's thing. I'm going to tell her that's great. You can stay late and do it. Thank you, thank you. Sending me. Oh, that's an eraser. For reference, this is also a coworker that does the bare minimum and tries to pass everything off to everyone else while also thinking she's in charge, even though she's literally the least senior employee. Okay, I understand your frustration then. Trying to pass everything off on everyone else and then like Christmas Eve getting like pep in your step to get things done. Or is her plan to have everyone stay and then still not do as much? She will happily leave on time. Okay. So it's not as much about her wanting to work as it is wanting work to be done, even if not by her. That's icky. I think that's icky. I needed this. Bless you, Bookie? Bookie? Is that a clip of me coughing? Is this my first streamer is suffering, so we clip it? Clip? Yes? Thank you for the clip. The peak in your voice just now, what does that even mean? I need to get one of those little voice changer plugins. You're adorable, thank you. I don't understand. But thank you. No, you? Whoops. Do. Even though you're a menace, now that I understand. That's loud and clear. Hey, scheduler coming in clutch with a simple, we'll do it on Friday. Look at that. All that rage. All that rage. It's over in the blink of an eye. Vaughn, are you excited for the new Avengers? I'm still mad at her. I mean, yeah, I assume. Here's a new one. I think like a year from now, there's gonna be a new one. I could explain where that thought came from, but I'm not going to. What was the point of Endgame? Is that the one where like everyone exploded? Wasn't it? I don't have a clue. I started this conversation and I don't have any reference for any of what happens in those movies. This was a foolish decision on my part. Never seen it, just seen the clip that ended my stream one time. Oh yeah. Snap. Ew. Endgame was the end of phase 1. How many phases are there? Okay, I need to do the text. I think I would like to use this little handy dandy tool. Okay. Look very good. Holiday sweater. Sort of what? Or I could always just default to impact. Impact is always good. Ooh. Okay, I think I'm going with this. No. Done. There we go. 3? It's like 3 too many. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, current Avengers is slacking. Pretty sure the last Avengers movie I saw was like either the first or the second. I can't remember. Might be the last like Marvel thing at all I've seen. Been excited for all the new anime releasing. Last Marvel movie I saw, I swear it was Iron Man 2. I know I saw all of the Iron Man movies. Actually, I lied, the first Doctor Strange. I haven't seen Doctor Strange. That's when superheroes were actually superheroes. What's the best superhero movie, Ian? What's your number one? Is it Batman and Robin? Fell out of the MCU when the shows started to matter. What are they now? So everything through phase 1 and then all the Spider-Man movies. I fell out around Avengers time. Like maybe I'm pretty sure I saw the second Avengers. Mr. Potato Head, that's a good one. I do still want to see those animated Spider-Man movies, like the Spider-Verse ones. I do want to see those, but other than that, Spider-Verse movies are good. I've heard nothing but good things. And I like what I've seen of like the animation style and stuff. Thor, okay. Last Spider-Man movie I saw was with Andrew Garfield. I never saw any of those. Only ever saw the Tobert Maguire Spider-Man. Okay, let's make this a reference. I don't have time to watch 10 new shows, and there's going to be 30 more, and they aren't even good, but you need the lore from them. Just a whole series built around making people watch all the episodes to get the after credits scene from the final episode. I bet Rexy would like Tobert. You're not wrong. Only Spider-Man that matters is not animated. Wow. One said, forget your favorites, baby. I don't know, they might actually be better. I don't feel like the Tobey Maguire ones are like classic film status or anything. Love me some Toby. Toby ones are bad. Okay, that's fair. Went to the movies yesterday and they were showing the new Avatar. Kind of shocked when they told me it was more than 3. There's another one. Not the after credit scene, because tell me how I stayed 15 minutes after Endgame just to hear some clacking. I will die on certain hills. My inner webhead will never accept Toby as Spider-Man. That's fair. I feel like he was definitely an interesting pick. There's gonna be 6 Avatar movies, and we're only. But like the third one's out now. I knew there were gonna be at least like 4. I think was what I heard last. There's gonna be 6. Just released. Okay. Higgy liked the Andrew Garfield one because he had a crush on Emma Stone. I did too at one point. I can quote the whole first one. Oh, I forgot about this. I think I should be able to just... Yeah. There we go. That worked all right. You know how much I sacrificed. I believe that one. I can see you doing that. Okay, it's 5, and the 5th one is scheduled to come out in 2031. Do people like those movies? Are they doing well enough? Are they doing well enough to already have 5 planned? Thank you, because I do. I believe it. Okay, those are a little too similar in color. Make this a little bit off-white. I really like the first 2, but not gonna lie, I didn't like the trailer for the new one, so I'm not sure I would like the movie. Okay, here we go. Toby was a good Peter and a terrible Spider-Man. See, my thought was that he was an interesting pick for Spider-Man because he never... I didn't feel like he sold the age right. Garfield was a terrible Peter, but a good Spider-Man. Holland captures teenage Spider-Man and Peter perfectly. I'm also going from comic continuity stuff. Sorry, my comic book elitist is coming out. You love to see it. From like 2015 to 2022, I was deep in the Spider-Man comics, ranging from like 2000 to current. So like Spider-Man in particular for you? Not the rest of that's MCU. MC. Can't go to the movies and watch a 15-hour movie? Vaughn, would you watch Wicked 1 and 2 back to back in theater? Tobey and Garfield both did not get the age right, like Holland did for me. I see. Absolutely not? Okay. Thank you for being on my side of this. No one sold as a teenager back in the day. It's so real. I watch movies from the 90s and early aughts, and they all look dirty. I did the back-to-back Wicked 1 and 2. It was amazing. That's why I asked. All things Spider-Verse, but I dabbled in stuff like X-Men, Silver Surfer, Daredevil, Scarlet Witch, Vision, etc. KJ, how do you feel about the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie? Just sold a lot of them. I see. Grease will forever be confusing to me, even though I really love it, because how are they 40-year-old high schoolers? Yeah. Not even close. Like, it doesn't even look like they tried to cover up how old they were. Awful, but the Netflix show was lit. I never saw the Netflix, but I was obsessed with that movie when it came out. I do realize now that it's like unwatchable. I used to watch that movie like weekly. If anything, they purposefully made them look older, yeah. It's so funny. Yeah. I was way into it. Do. Okay, maybe a little bit more pastel. Something like that. Actually, maybe a bit bluer. Joe, I'm gonna completely butcher his last name. I butchered the word name, and now I'm trying to read this name. Joe Manganiello was in the first Spider-Man, and he looked almost 30 already. Is that the bully? The bully guy? John Tucker Must Die. I know they're almost 30 because Ashanti was about to be in her second or third album. Yes, okay. I know what we're talking about. I'm following. Where did that fill? Procreate? Are we losing our mind? I think my Procreate might crash. Okay, I'm gonna go over here for a second because my background is kind of a jump scare. Movie is not aged well, but it's hilarious. I'm not sure I know what that is. The name sounds familiar. Watched it again this past summer, and I was cracking up, but looking at everyone like, dang, y'all old. And they're all like probably my age. So I know that's how Vaughn's looking at me. Very few movies I actually know. Same. I might be as bad as the Sibs. Jesse Metcalf is 47. I definitely know who that is. Definitely not typing that into my computer right now. And after typing it into my computer, I definitely know who I'm looking at. Shanti was 26. You're like a year older than me, and Ashanti is in her late 40s. Baby, okay, have a good chat with the boss. It's okay, Vaughn. I understand. It's the beard. The beard makes me look old and wise. They were 30. Vaughn, do you know the song Teenage Dirtbag? I just don't understand why they couldn't have teenagers in teenage films, yeah. Well, like, just yesterday we were talking about the movie Polar Express. How many of those kids were, like, voice acted or, like, body acted by adults? No, I don't. I feel like you asked me before. Okay. Polar Express, thank you. It is horrifying. For the longest time, men played women. Yeah, that's true, too. The movie is not natural. It's uncanny. Okay, but Vaughn, the song Teenage Dirtbag, we're a little bit obsessed with it here. And it's about, like, a high school kid not getting noticed by his crush. And all this stuff, and how she's too good for him because he's a teenage dirtbag. And there's a point in the song where the girl sings, but instead of having a woman sing that part, he does. So he just imitates this teenage girl. I've got 2 tickets to Iron Maiden. And we found out after talking about that song for a while that dude was like 27 when he put that song out. So not only 27 singing a song about being a high schooler, he was 27 imitating a high school girl's voice. What the heck? Am I the only one that likes Polar Express? You might literally be the one. Like, in the whole world. I'm just kidding. I'm sure it has fans, but I think you are the only one here so far. I heard that there weren't women in the band when the song came out, but also he sung it because it's supposed to be in his head. Yeah. Did I tell you my theory about that, Ian? And not actually sung by another person. So even if there was a woman in the band, he would have sung it. My thought was that the song ends with her still not knowing what she's missing. Which, like, to me, says that she never said that. So, like, I was trying to make it seem like he's some kind of songwriting genius. And not just that there wasn't a woman available. Isaiah's mom tried to put on Polar Express for Terry, and she immediately told her no and asked to turn it off. Terry knows what's up. It is freaky, like that one. I think chat said he's a bully. That one glasses kid. Imagine you're sitting on a train and, like, all of a sudden this kid asks if you have games on your phone or something. Girl style shopping with Harriet Tubman braids. Her expression. I feel like you should watch it at least once. I do think I want to, like, attempt it to see how bad it really is. But I assume I'm not going to be able to get through it. This is Ian's favorite movie, by the way, Vaughn, just for context. I think we determined that, like, the Gen Alpha is immune to it somehow. It's immune to the uncanny. No, it isn't. I didn't ask. We're having a conversation here about your favorite movie. You don't have to pretend for our sake. We know we're from a different time. Cackle I just let out. I feel like I can hear it. I'm just kidding. Ian's actual favorite movie is Last Christmas, and I know this. Polar Express was number 2. I'm sorry for being misleading. When I was in elementary school, the school did a Polar Express play, and I bet it was better than the film. Sounded a hold of me. Plays don't exist anymore. Thank you, Nagin. For the crank. Nagin, we have to figure out a Vaughn command, by the way. Vaughn finally agreed to it. One said, as long as Nagan picks out the ideal clip, it's allowed. Whoops. Okay, something is not connected here. It's me realizing how long ago that movie came out for my elementary school to do a play. It was a book. It was a book too, if that helps. I absolutely said no such thing. Chat calling me a liar all day. Do 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 do. We need to play the no, and the cackles when she says the quack, all at the same time. Okay, we can figure that out. There's a book, yeah. There's a book from like the 80s. Yeah, 1985. Children's fantasy picture book. I think the book is actually pretty cute. Still doesn't help because none of my classmates read that book. Finally, something Ian is older than. Yeah. Well, that's why Ian acknowledges it. That is madness. What kid fantasizes about being stuck on a train? Ian? Ian literally just planned a like 37-hour train ride. Polar Express was simply the world's most inefficient and least successful kidnapping. They spent a whole lot of money on that train just to not actually get any kids. I don't actually know the plot, so I'm gonna assume you're totally accurate. I just know Tom Hanks was having a good old time. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna post a video later summarizing it so you don't have to watch it. That is very kind of you. Of all movies to like not keep pressuring me to watch. We need to train for, oh, it was 22 hours. Okay. Gonna be on a train for 22 hours to MokoCon and back. A video of a summarizing. Nagan, can you re-summarize the summarization after you watch the video? And then pass that along to Vaughn to re-summarize, and then pass that to Caitlin to pass through ChatGPT. At this point, we might as well watch it as a Christmas horror film. Ooh, like recontextualize it like that. It does make it a little bit more interesting. It's what it is. Ian did that did come from Ian, the one fan of the movie. Summary is going to be kid trains Santa Bell gift. Kid is dumb and loses gift. Okay. I'm sold. New favorite movie inbound. Ian, have you heard of the movies Homeward Bound? Posted a video, found it quicker than I thought I would. It's got bad words, Beb. Oh no. It sounds older than me. I think it's older than me even. Nope, it's... I'm older than it. Barely. I'd rather go play hacky sack with Krampus. Okay, Nagin, you have read the book. What's the book? Cute. I'm not reading that, Ian. How does it make you feel that our CIO wanted to put our customers' info into ChatGPT to play around with what info it could give us without us having an AI policy or having ensured any security? That's nuts. CEO told him he crazy, but it was wild to me that he would even suggest it. Yeah, that's scary. Don't love that. Pictures from Homeward Bound is giving the Aristocats with dogs. Never seen Aristocats. How's it going, Automatic? Welcome in. How you doing? Like, there's going to be AI that we can use eventually, but it ain't ChatGPT. Aristocats is so good. Is that Disney? Just woke up. Good morning. Glad you're doing good. Love how everyone is all against using cash and whatnot, but then seemingly trust banks. 1970, okay. So it's right in my age group. Anyone ever watch that dog versus cat spy movie? It was called Cats and Dogs. If you're talking cats and dogs, yes, I was obsessed with that movie. That's why I'm asking. Okay, so you remember a movie, but not the name of it. Is that what's happening here? Do, 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 do. Yes, okay. Let me see if I can help. Was it this? Oh, how dare you. Does that work at all? Nope. Okay, this version is zoomed in. Was it this? I have most Disney movies from the 90s and before on VHS. So it's just like Disney you'll make an exception for? What's going on? Stuart Little. Yeah, that was it. I loved that movie. OG Disney is worth making an exception for. Oh, snap. Vaughn, do you know who played that beagle? So I have my VHS player and 2 boxes of tapes. I think my mom still has some VHSs. I know I do not. I have basically like nothing from my childhood. No, it wasn't Jensen. It was Tobert. Tobey Maguire is the dog in that movie, apparently. Oh, really? Yeah. I don't remember anything about this movie. See, I love Toby. Okay, I think we're pretty much done. So what I figured is still wild in my mind, but I mean, I do understand where I work is very regulated. Oh, watch Boss Baby to hear Toby narrate. I didn't know he was in that. Beb, listen. New stream challenge. Ask ChatGPT to come up with a stream content schedule following certain inputs and deliver it or try to. What if I did that but with actual chat? Don't leave, I have to pee. You better hurry. I didn't know my schedule depended on other people's bladders. We have too much brain. This is the sweetest thing anyone has ever said about this chat. Wait, I need to put this at like 50. Can't rush the process. Use a bucket. Whoops. Okay. So sun is, or the light. We're not going to do a like totally accurate shadow. Because nobody got time for that. Wait, Beb, when Vaughn gets back, I need to go pee. Then I heard Nagan does, and Corin does, and Ian does. There's only one hall pass, so we each have to wait for each other. I can print some more real quick. Thing I don't like. There we go. That works. I don't need to pee. Wow, Ian. Ian not supporting the grift. I need to pee. It's too late. The tooth came out already. You bamboozled yourself. Do 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 do. What a joyous skating abomination. Now you gotta wait for your turn. Okay, actually, I do want to add some more like skate march. Oops. Just make it look like this area has been well skated. You snooze, you lose, Ian. That's how it goes with potty breaks. I'm back, but you still can't leave? Bye. Oops. Do. Whoops. Ian, go take the bucket. It's your turn. Whoops. Bigger brush. I do want to lighten this front up a little bit. Oh, Caitlin first? You can't even get your order right. How dare you? Very inconsiderate of your fellow classmates. Oops. Oh, I forgot I disappeared myself. What if I make this the new lightning? Okay. I'm hungry. You should wait for me to eat first. No. It might be a few hours. Why is it going to be a few hours if you're hungry now? That's poor planning, and that is not my fault. Okay, everyone. Have to make food from scratch. Ian has to grow the very potatoes. Then I have to make the cookware. Then he has to grow the chickens, to lay the eggs, to make his mayo. I have to prep the food, and then I have to cook it. I say we wait for Ian. I'm just gonna raid you, Vaughn. Honestly, you can carry us forward until Ian's return. Also, thank you for the clip, Caitlin. Chat. Thank you for a delightful 12 days of Bebsmas. I think we know where we're going. I feel like it's obvious. As soon as Vaughn goes live. Thank you for another clip. I'll send the raid right back. Okay. And then we send it to Ian. And then Ian raids Caitlin. Going to Beb. And then Beb's going to Naggin. And Naggin's gonna raid Corin. Thank you, Beb. Caitlin, I hope this isn't the worst thing you've ever seen. So delightful 12 days, thank you. I need, just being so honest, I need a better plan for next year. But I did have fun. I felt like this was a good time. I feel like we made a lot of lovely art. Heard that guy's pretty cool. I agree we should raid there. I've never heard of him. It's not the best, not the worst. That is incredibly kind of you. Now that is just unhinged, Vaughn. You talk about not knowing how you say out-of-pocket stuff, and then you hit me with that. We're gonna go see the Sibs. I feel like this is obvious. For the Bebsmas conclusion. Naggin gets it. Naggin, you should not be on Naggin's side of this, Vaughn. I thought I knew you. Anyway, thank you for a delightful Bebsmas. Everyone have a great Christmas if you celebrate, and a great rest of the week if you don't. Take care of yourself. I'm gonna be back 4. We're coming into Kappa Train. Heck yeah. I'm gonna be back at 4 on Monday. When is the next rain? I'm gonna be back at 4 on Monday. Monday, Tuesday next week. You should know I support everything that gives me my fix. Can you say it louder? No. That's peak of my voice. Enjoy your Bebsmas, guys. You too, Corin. You say Friday? Next Friday? Sure. I'll skip next Monday. See you for 12 more days. How dare you, Peach? Tomorrow, same time. How dare all of you? It was such a good 12 days. Anyway, go say hey to the Sibs. Show them some love, and I'll see you Monday. Monday at 4. Merry Christmas. Happy Chrysler. Okay. Take care, everybody. Bye.